Welcome guys, welcome back. We're going to be playing some more Ashes of the Singularity 2. I was really proud of myself yesterday, actually, sort of being able to finish off that game in the 2 hours that we had. But then I found out, I was playing a little bit later on, actually, and when I went into skirmish mode, one thing I did actually find was I was trying different maps and things, and because I really do enjoy the game. I went across the next, and we were playing on trainee level. So we've got a whole lot of other different difficulty settings that we can actually sort of that we can ramp things up a little bit. So I then tried a game which I didn't record, thankfully, on regular, and got my bum kicked. So there we are. So that was one thing that actually happened yesterday. So I'm thinking what we will do is, I'm not sure whether how we should ramp this up today. We've got a couple of extra maps that we can sort of go back and try, like Scorched Divide is large. Whether we even go back to Twin Lakes and play like a team game, or Crossroads and play a team game there maybe. It could be interesting. Not sure, actually. Not sure. So anyway, there's before I do get started though, I do want to thank StarDoc for sponsoring this video. So thank you, StarDoc, and also if you are sort of interested in the game, like this is a demo that we're playing. So if you're interested in the demo or wishlisting the game, then there's a link both on YouTube and also on Twitch, like just in the chat, but also on YouTube in the description there if you are wanting to be taken to the Steam page, or you can just do a search in your Steam client to find Ashes of the Singularity 2. There we go. Let's play on this map. This is a desert map. One thing with the maps, the terrain is really important when you actually do play the game. Like it's actually something that and I think if we do ramp the difficulty up a little bit, I won't go to regular. I'll probably just play on sergeant level. But you'll find that the AI plays quite differently on those different levels. When I was playing yesterday, like as a bit of a test run, I was finding that the AI would swarm me with big groups of armoured forces. So with that in mind, I think what I'll do is I'll actually now start to plan my forces accordingly. So let's go and play on Crossroads, which is a night map, which is high desert. I don't know what bearing night has on the actual game itself. Yeah, I'm thinking what we could do is actually just do I could have a team. I'd have a team at one end of the map, and then another person maybe on sergeant level down the bottom here with me at the top here, this way. Yeah, maybe we do it that way. Or we get a couple of teams. Yeah, let's ramp it right up. Let's get everything happening. So we'll go with a now if I do a team at the top, that's going to be too difficult for me, I think. But if I do a team across the map, yeah, that probably would be the way to do it, I think. So let's go in and go next. So we'll ramp this one up. So we've got 6. Just add the AIs in. And so what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we're going to change. We'll be Alpha team. And we will be changing back across to post-human. Then we've got a couple of, like we've got the trainee there. I'll put them as Bravo team, so they can be part of that team there. I'll do another team as well. Maybe I do it. Maybe I do it actually this way. If I go and make team number 2 stays post-human as well, leave that as Bravo. Then we'll make Charlie team there and another Delta team down in here. So we'll have 2 teams of 2 on trainee level. We'll put one of them up to sergeant level, so the other post-human. And then what we'll do is we'll end up with another. I'll go with a United Earth group in there, and to put a post. Actually, what we'll do is we'll make this one United Earth as well, and then we'll do a post-human trainee group back down this way. Is trainee too simple? Would private be better? Let's try private as a This is I'm gonna be absolutely smashed here. Anyway, let's see how we go. See if we can somehow survive. The start location, we're going to start in location number 1. The sergeant level there is going to be... It's funny that we can still add AIs to this. I'm not sure where the other AIs would then sort of start. So so this one here, the sergeant level, I'll start off in number 2. That's going to be the one that's probably going to be of equal weight to what we are. So, and then we're going to go with, I'll put United Earth up against me here in 5 and 3. So, so you start at 5, you start at 3, and then the Delta can then start at 4 and 6. 4 and 6 down through there. So we will still come across them, but I'm thinking that this will be the closest gap that we actually end up having. So let's go and start the game there. I will just double check that I am actually streaming before I do get too far involved. It seems to all be okay. Yep, that's all right. And YouTube. Yep, looks like we're okay there as well. Great. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, if you've got any questions about the game, so hi orangutans, how you going? Thanks for the subscription too, that's very, very much appreciated. But if you do have any questions and want to see anything about the game, let me know, and I'll do my best to show it. I was able to play this last year, actually, which was great. It was actually when I went and visited StarDoc with a whole lot of other content creators, and it was this was the standout game. Like, it was actually the game that really everyone just absolutely loved. I mean, there was games that I was looking forward to, but I knew them, and this was the game. This was the real surprise packet for me, was that how much I enjoyed this game. When I don't usually like real-time strategy games, but anyway, let's just go and start. And we're going to set up a few little things right from the start. We're going to go back to slow mode, and we're just going to quickly click on P and pause the game, so we can sort of then have a bit of a look around to see what's going on. Now, we only have limited view through this other side. We can see there's another location at the back there with Ellerite. Back through that side, Ellerite through here. There's a volatile energy-rich crystal. When refined, Ellerite provides the power needed for advanced technology shields and aerospace units. So again, we're going to be needing those. We've got the Quanta, which is actually what we end up having here for technology. We've got Durantium, which is going to be probably the resource we're going to be losing a lot of as we sort of build early. And so we're going to have... going to have the different groups in through here. So we know that we should be fairly okay to eventually sort of roll through this other side over to the towards the east. Towards the south, we'll probably just have to put some sort of block out and then sort of stop them from doing whatever they're doing. But I think that actually these are all private level. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than what I had anticipated last time. What else do we need to talk about? That's pretty much it. We've got 3 of these right from the start. I will just unpause. We're going back into slow mode. Just going to click on this. Click on the Durantium mines. So shift, and then click. So we'll get all of those set up. Let's go and take this one at the back. We're going to also then just queue up here the factory. So we'll build a factory at the back. So that will then be built. We can see we're going down slightly with the Durantium now. So the big commander will then just sort of wander off, and I'm not sure if this looks like this. I'm not seeing any red. Oh, there they are.
Laser optics focused. Ceasing action.
Just let him sort of do his job here. This is cool. The actual our base is also then helping with this. Now, if we do get swarmed, we're going to have to make sure we've got better protection on our base than what I did yesterday.
How may I serve? Targeting systems ready.
That's good. The base certainly helped. We'll just go and grab that location. So coming down, doing the 3rd of these. And we are now capturing this.
Commander unit ready. Initializing movement.
So Just get that one ready, and then we'll go to the south, I think, after this one. Although, there's a little bit of Ellerite back there, a little bit of Gerantium. I'm not seeing any Gerantium back it this way.
Region captured.
All right, that's good. Move across.
Initializing movement.
Go that way. Now we do actually have a emergency scout that where we can go and check things out. So let's just go and place that one back here. So we now have a scout unit just watching what's going on.
Updating position. Constructs ready. Constructs are in transport.
And it's going to slowly sort of die off, and then we can bring another one back in if we need to.
Your orders. Weapons powered.
So at least we can see what's going on, so we can use this one now to do the damage, and we're now building the factory up. So it's going to be more difficult than yesterday's fight.
Under attack. How may I serve? Traversal engaged.
So that one's being killed. Factory has now been built. If we now just go back in, we've still got one more. We've now got an armory as well, which will then sort of allow me to then build other units. So we'll just go and grab these. Back over through here, we now can get the Ellerite mine. And I will ultimately be needing to get more logistics, more quanta. So let's just go and pick up another... the subspace, this one generates the logistics resource down through here. The quantum relay requires an Ellerite mine, so we do need this one for the quantum relay. We're waiting for that one to be built, and then we'll sort of go and deal with it.
Your orders. Identifying hostiles.
Constructs ready. Mobilizing constructs.
Let's go and have a look at this one down here. That'll probably be the next one that we go for. So we're capturing this one just while we do all this. Ellerite mine has now been built, so we can now just go back and get a quantum relay.
Region captured. Your orders. Laser optics focused.
And from here, we need to go and get more Gerantium. Now I've got to. This is probably now the point where I've got to start thinking, like, what do I need to build? Like, I've got a little bit of Ellerite coming in. You can see there that's going to then delay the building of this. So this one here is requiring Ellerite. I'll just pause it there while we sort of talk about the what we have going on. So at the moment, our Ellerite income is really quite low. We've got actually one of the technologies that we can go and get, but there's no great rush to sort of go across and sort of, it's not a click fest, this game, and it's one of these things you still have to develop as you go, but it's not like we have to frantically be sort of trying to do all sorts of different things. So Orangutan saying, is this like Command and Conquer? And like Total Annihilation, Supreme Commander, those kinds of games. It's much, well, it is actually more like Total Annihilation and Supreme Commander. That is, like the original Ashes came out after Supreme Commander did, and Supreme Commander, and I forget actually sort of what the premise of Ashes was, but it was very, very much like Supreme Commander. I know that it rated pretty highly, I think, when it first came out, like the old Ashes game. But one thing that they realised with the because there's now Ashes of a Singularity 2. One thing that they did actually realise with that was that they could actually do more on a higher level to sort of make it so that it became more of a more strategic, and so sort of, and less of a click fest with what they did. So they changed a lot of things in the way that the battle groups sort of operated. You can see we've got like 2 battle groups down through the bottom here. If they end up taking damage, they'll end up with like that bar will turn to red, and if they're replenishing troops, the grey bar will then turn to yellow. So you can see very, very, like, a lot of work has been done on the interface with this. Sudson is saying, thanks for streaming, watching while I work. Yeah, no, you're more than welcome. But again, if you've got any questions, want to see anything about the game, just sing out. It's very, very polished game. Like it really does play very, very well. So let's now just talk a little bit about the units, because we're likely to be rushed by two different types of United Earth units, which are going to essentially be vehicles. So initially, we're going to have to defend against vehicles. So let's have a look and see. For building, we've got a few different things that we can then go and do. So we've got the Carver turret, which is strong against vehicles. And so this is actually something where we just need the factory for this one. And we to build this one, we only need Gerantium. And each one of these chews up one of the logistics slots, which is not really much of a problem. After that, as the AI develops up, it will then start to send in aircraft, so we will need constable turrets as well. These defensive buildings don't take up any of your actual queue, so they're just freely available as long as you've got the resources to build them. So 300 and 225 respectively for the Gerantium cost. I've got 436 underneath there. Now I can still get a forge now as well. If I have a quick look down into here, we're already now full with what we had to build in this location. So getting the forge probably would be best to queue this one up. So I might just, actually I've got to unpause the game to do that one effectively. This one is still trying to build this this particular quantum relay, just so that we can get more. So it's using up the meager reserves of Ellerite as we sort of as we get Ellerite. It's then sort of going across to like spend the Ellerite. So I probably should have waited. Actually, what did I need there for the forge requires the armory, yeah. So I could have actually built that one if I had just waited. But that's another 500 Ellerite, to be honest. That's 600. So there's no rush with the building of things. If something does require Ellerite, it is going to it's going to take time, you know. So we can we can wait and then build. The other thing we have to then consider is with the actual army groups. If I go back down and start a new army group down through here, these are all the different forces we're going to ultimately have available to us. So like the Archer unit is medium range fire support unit, recruited from the factory, unlocked via technology. And so it's got a fire support doctrine back in through that other side. This one takes up 2 of the logistics slots. The Brute just takes up 1. This is a tough, cheap frontline unit recruited from the factory. These will do a lot of your initial firepower. So these have got 500 health and 11.7 damage. These ones do double the damage, but they've got less health, the Archer units. The Apollo units are strong against aircraft. So this is the Apollo units are our anti-aircraft units. The Hermes is a fast equipped radar equipped scout unit. This one will then just do a little bit of scouting for us. You can see there even that one does more damage than the Brute. So this is just like general damage, but some of them do specialize. Like the Zeus is strong against infantry, recruited from the armory and unlocked via technology. It's got an armory upgrade, and so it only does 5.3, but can do a lot of damage to actual infantry itself. So it's got a sort of extra bits in through there. The Artemis is a long-range artillery unit, which again is strong against infantry. The Nemesis down through here is strong against vehicles. This one does 50 damage and also strong against structures. So this one's recruited from the Forge. So if we get a Forge, we can then go and grab one of these. But this one's going to this is more high level, so it's going to then take Ellerite. So we're going to need a lot of Ellerite to be able to build these sorts of units. But that unit there is probably going to be the saving grace for us. So we may have to build some small defensive stacks of Nemesis units along with maybe an Apollo unit, just so we've got like something to plug gaps. Then we end up getting the higher level guys, the Acolyte. This is a versatile support combat unit back in through there. Again, unlocked through technology. This one we get straight away. Just got to build the Forge. So the Maverick down through here, this one's got unlocked via technology with the Maverick drop, which is that guy there. So it drops a Maverick mech at the target location. So we do then get those to then go and fight with us, and then we have the Sovereign back in through here. This is the ultimate commander unit. This is strong against heavy targets, and so this is sort of like a giant commander that eventually we can get, which has to be unlocked through technology. For air units, we do actually have a few ground support units we could bring in fairly early. So we've got like the Fury, which is a fighter craft. We've got the Hades, which is strategic bombing, which is good against infantry. The Hyperion is we actually built one of these yesterday, which was really, really cool. It takes a ton of Ellerite to be able to build this one. This is massive. This is very strong against everything. It's a bit like the Sovereign, I guess. The Pandrone is just literally the one that we've got sitting up, watching what we're doing. And then we've got the Talos, which is strong against vehicles. So the Talos, again, 300 Ellerite, I think I'm probably better off playing defensively with the Nemesis. That's 325, that's 300. So there's this one that uses more Durantium. And this one's got a lot more health points. So what I might do is I might start to sort of build up forces, but I'll wait until like these three here only cost Durantium. So I can certainly sort of start to rattle out the brute forces and have those sort of ready to roll. They'll be enough to also then just take some of the other locations. So yesterday, playing against the trainee level, we had a build that just worked, and we didn't have to do too much effort with that. But today we will need to find the counter to what they're actually doing. So just what you're saying, interesting that the Brute doesn't have a strong against infantry vehicles. I guess it's more generalist. Yes, it is. That would be just because it doesn't do much firepower. If we have a bit of a look at that one again, you can see there it's got 500 health, so it does have a lot of health, and 11.7 damage. So the 11.7 is pretty weak, but it does sort of just survive. So it's not going to be smashing through the actual damage. Whereas a Nemesis, which costs a lot more, particularly in Ellerite, is much more of a specialised, sort of almost like a sniper type vehicle, I guess. So is the way that you think about it. For the United Earth, I probably should have actually done that and shown that aspect actually with the other. What the United Earth is likely to bring. Maybe when we see what they bring against us, we can then actually pause it and have a look to see what they've got. They'll be bringing scout vehicles, and then after that they'll then be doing swarms of tanks. So by that stage we need to have some Nemesis units built up. So with that in mind, when we sort of now know what we're up against, I'll just unpause. Ellerite's important. There's another Ellerite group down through there, so we'll just keep on sort of bringing this one forward. We're slowly picking up more Durantium.
Constructs ready. Pivoting.
So we'll need to sort of get across here now and see what's coming up this way. This one's almost run out with its with what it can then go and do. I think what we'll do is we'll just go and first of all just go and get the fire support doctrine, which will then give me the Archer unit. So deploy the Archer fire support platform for long-range missile barrages, which will be very, very useful. So this is long range. We'll just go and purchase that, and that again is fairly general.
Ready to extend. Targeting systems ready.
Yeah, they're just going to go and kill these off.
Weapons powered.
We're losing a little bit of health there. If we just stay out of combat, we then sort of get it back. This is a unique unit, this commander unit that we actually have. So playing as the Post-Human Coalition. The Post-Human Coalition is like a group of humans who uploaded themselves basically into... Oh, look at the Ellerite there. This is really, really important, this location here. So post-humans are humans that have... loaded themselves into an AI, and so it's all about mechs, whereas the United Earth is all about soldiers. So they play quite differently.
Region captured.
There we go, we've got that one. Let's just quickly go back across, get the Durantium. So at this stage I'm not wanting to spend too much, particularly with the Ellerite sort of failing like this. So three more Ellerite through here once we take this one here.
Your orders.
See, this guy is now already healed up. Actually, just a little plus means it shows that he's actually healing up as he goes. Here we go. Now we've built the other factories at the back. I'm just going to go and build a forge. That requires 500. Let's just wait till it gets a bit more. One thing we could do, this thing is still just sitting around. We also have supporting fire, initiates an archer fire support unit at the target location. So if we have to plug a gap, we can then do it that way. They've now built this one over through here. Now, if we just pause again and have a look, we see how we're actually now making a fair bit of durantium. And we're sort of getting plus 18 per turn. And if I just hover over it, we can then sort of see where this is coming from. We're getting 8 from our headquarters and 10 from the various resource extractors. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're getting 2 from each of the actual durantium mines, which will be important. And then the ellerite as well. We're getting plus 2 coming from this one ellerite mine that we have through there. But we will be picking up more ellerite, 3 more ellerite through there. So we'll end up with another essentially plus 8 ellerite after we take this particular location. If we have a look at the actual forces, we can then go and build. So if I just go back into getting a new army, all of these units now are going to just cost me purely durantium. So I might as well start building these up. And I think what I'll do is, I don't know if I'll worry about the Apollo units. I might just go for some brutes and an archer unit. So let's just go and grab 2 brutes and an archer unit. This is going to be a lot smaller than the combat forces that we had yesterday. And so we'll assemble this army. I can always change what happens. So we're just going to go assemble army. So they're now going to be built from the various locations that we have. And they're going to come just purely out of the durantium. So if I then unpause, there it is there. This is now going to be the 3rd army. I'll just move it across to there. That will be sort of, it'll put it sort of where you've got your screen when you start to assemble, again, which is fairly intuitive. The user UX/UI aspects of the game are really, really solid. So we'll grab this one. And the scout. Let's see what we've got over this way. And we do want to get some turrets up as well. The turrets are strong against vehicles.
Region captured.
Start first of all with the ellerite mines. So just pressing shift just so I can sort of click on all of those. The last one we just unclick the shift. And then these, if I stay where I am, this commander unit has got other abilities as well. Like it actually has, this one gives me a plus 25 build rate to buildings in the region and a plus 50% capture rate. So we can't recruit this guy. He does a lot of damage, but in this case, if I just stay where I am so I can pick up the ellerite a bit faster, that's probably going to be the best use of our forces. Here comes the first of the third group. And so we now actually have, this is actually the archer unit. So this is our long-range artillery. And again, this is going to be doing 21 damage. And yeah, we've got a bit there, which is fine. Ellerite, we're up to 140. I'm going to, now that we're building, let's just go and build that forge. For 500 of it. And I'm just going to build this one down. I can build it there. Just build it down in the valley so it's close to all the others initially. There's one of the brute forces, so they've now just come through as well. And we can see there, this one is also fairly basic. Let's go and send them across to initially attack these. It's just handy having these little scouts. And then we'll be wanting to sort of protect things. Now this is already sort of building the 3rd of the ellerite locations. Let's go back into here now and just queue up some carver turrets. And I'm just going to place them on the ridge lines. So we can press shift.
Under attack.
Get 3, 4 there. This will then sort of give me a bit of support back over this other side. So we're going to end up with 4 turrets in there.
Commander unit ready.
Here comes the next group coming back in this other side. So we're now sort of extending out that way. We're capturing that unit. And I will just keep, this one is like, this is now where we're starting to use terrain. So we're going to have sort of like the terrain, like with the ability to sort of start to protect different areas. Now we don't have any protection back over this other side, and we'll probably need to get across there fairly soon. Do we want to go across? I'm probably thinking of getting back up into the hills here.
Constructs are ready for command.
Let's move this one down.
Mobilizing constructs.
Okay, I've got the first of the turrets.
How may I serve?
Tech upgrades
Vessel
available.
engaged.
I'll move out now that we've got one there. Alright, we've got tech upgrades now. Let's go and boost up the brute forces, so plus 25% hit points for brutes. The Zeus unit, and we've then got, so the Zeus is good against infantry, and then we've got the overcharged plasma arrays. Now we are using, we're using the commander, we've got the Acolyte and the Zeus there as well. It doesn't have the archer unit. We're only using brutes and archers at this stage. Look, I'll take that. I think we'll just purchase that one. Again, there's no rush with anything. Like it's sort of, it's really quite sedate the way it sort of does work. Now, what have we got down through here? If we have a look and see, if I just go and pause yet again, it's good with single player. You can pause whenever you like. Captain Hydra is saying this game doesn't look very good, honestly. What do you mean? Like, if you can be specific, you know, I can pass on feedback. Certainly, the people who have been testing the game have been giving a lot of feedback on different things. I think the overriding feedback at the moment is that the sound is too low in the game. But if you've got, if there's abilities there that you are looking for, then I can certainly pass on any comments that anyone has to let them sort of know what people think. I really like it because it's not a click fest, and so you are managing what you've got through here. You can see the Ellerite is now coming back up to +8, which is going to allow us to now start to build the bigger forces. We are going to need to have a plug, like a gap plugged back over here. So what I think I might do is build another exactly the same force as this. I'll end up with 2 actual army groups. So let's just go back in and build another army. So we'll just go to 2 brutes and an archer unit. You can see that we've now got Artemises and Nemesis units available. I might throw a Nemesis unit into this one as well. So I'm just going to assemble the army, and if I just unpause, it will then sort of appear sort of in the middle here, which is fine.
Constructs are in transport.
Just go and position that one there. So with that one, ultimately that will then sort of be picked up. This one in through here as well. I'm just going to go and auto replenish these. So that as they take losses, they will then sort of replenish themselves. Actually, sorry, I'll just go and pause again. There was another comment. So Abyss Watcher is saying, I found it interesting compared to the UEF's frontline unit. The rifle squad is explicitly sort of strong against infantry. I wonder, do the brutes count as infantry? I guess so, but I don't know if they actually said anywhere. They sort of are, because there's no infantry with the post-human coalition, because they don't use soldiers. So they're sort of like just they're just different because they're a base sort of hybrid unit. Hi Joker, how you going? What's the biggest difference between 1 and 2? Sorry if you already said it. I just joined. The big difference is really just the way that you. There's a few big differences. One is that you end up managing the forces at a higher level, so you can sort of play. You can play the game pretty much on this level. So that's one thing. Just it's easier to manage the armies. So I can position and I can see exactly what's going on with the armies just based on the little button bars. So the user interface and user experience is much higher than what it was. The terrain is also like you can't fire through mountains, for example. So terrain is actually now very much a big feature in the game, where you need to sort of protect against the actual, like, you know, you need to take that into account. Like, so for example, all of these little areas that we've got being built along here are not going to help me in this valley. They're only going to help me in this valley here. So they should be able to then sort of fire only in this little area, so I can I can't hit the middle of the valley, but I can hit this side over this other side, and that's possibly a roadway that sort of comes back through the middle here, which so it will certainly help protect against the roadway. But if there is a lip where it can't fire down, it will not fire. So it should be able to fire out here, and it should be able to fire along this part of the road here. Maybe not here, because this ridge will be in the way. We'll find out if anything does attack through there. Back on the other side here as well, like I do need to possibly put more up in through here to protect. That's not a road there, so I don't think anything can make it along this cliff face. So that there is also an area that we could start to sort of build up. In fact, why not? I've got everything that I need there to do that, so I can sort of go and place those where they need to be. So the terrain is a big change now. Putting your units in terrain is a big change. Things like the archer unit, which is artillery, can fire over, so they can actually sit behind a ridge line and fire over if they can see what's on the other side. So scouting is important. What else is there? But the big thing is really just that they've spent so much time focusing on the actual interface itself, I guess, just to sort of make it as polished and as strategic as they can. So that sort of really is one of the biggest advantages, I guess. So Abyss Watch is saying one thing that would be nice is a line dragging information for units to move into, like Beyond All Reason, if you know that game. I know of the game, but I haven't played it. I know the focus is more on macro, but there's always a nice thing to have. Very convenient and reduce the amount of clicking you have to do to get certain units into certain spots. Yeah, it's one of those things when you sort of play like Total War or something, you're used to grabbing it and then doing a right click and then dragging to pull out the formation, and there is no formation as such. One thing it does do is it does tend to attack with what it thinks it's going to be doing. So it sort of will actually it'll move in the forces for attacking. If you use move commands, like just the standard move command there, which is just F on the keyboard or just a standard right click, it will actually just move. I actually wish that the attack move was the default. I don't know if there possibly will be something in the interface to make that your default right-click move, because the attack move, they seem to bunch together better for an attack move than they do for just a move. You've also then just got like the attack, which is if you just right-click directly on a unit, that will then be given an attack order. If we have a look at these other little units down through here as well, that's actually where we got to. We've got two different types of units now. So this unit here is a skirmisher unit, and so this is a fast radar equipped skirmishing vehicle, very, very weak. And then this one over through here is the first time we've seen one of these, and so this is an exterminator unit. This one here is Darius Robotics Specialty Extermination Units. These have got like a lot of hit points. These are much more like our brutes, I guess, with what they end up doing. There's nothing else in through there. Sort of. I'll just move this one thing across, and we'll just sort of see what actually ends up happening here.
Constructs are in transport. Constructs are ready for command. Enemy engaged. Ready.
They're attacking the scout. Yeah, and that got destroyed straight away. So this is a little bit of a bigger fight. Just going to go and recruit that Nemesis, so I'll just get one of those into there and just confirm that as well. And we also then get to see what's being built on the side through here at the forge. So they've got Nemesis queued up. The factory is building another squad in through this other side as well. Let's go up this way. Might as well bring another one of these back out again, just so we can see in advance where we're going. So we're taking a little bit of damage here. So these walkers are certainly stronger than the skirmish units. So the brutes are doing the damage there, and we're now capturing. You can see there the yellow is now come up, and that's now sort of showing that we are building those different groups. Fourth, I want to auto replenish these. I'm sort of happy with that being the base. You can see we've got the one Nemesis built, one Archer, one Brute. We're still building the second Brute for this group. and so the rest of them are now coming out.
Region captured.
Constructs are in transport.
So we've now got this central region captured,
Constructs ready.
and without sort of knowing where the enemy is going to come from, what I'll do is I'll just move across.
Tech upgrades available.
Constructs ready. Pivoting.
Let's have a look and see if we can spot where the how far the enemy's gotten. So I'm just playing on a slow motion mode, or slow mode, which is sort of like half speed, which I find is a good speed for me. So hi Shake Vivid, saying hi Daz and hi everyone, and saying good game. This, yeah, I've like this was for me a. I don't normally like these sort of games. There we go. We've got a little group of. In this case, we've actually got infantry that are moving through, not vehicles. So now, if we just pause again, have a bit of a look, and so there's a force in through here, which are pathfinders and rifle squads, and so there's the group that is being built up. So this is actually green. So green is over here. So we're sort of now finding what they've done, but they haven't bringing. They're bringing sort of like forces in to maybe sort of scout or do whatever they're going to be doing. But they're bringing rifle squads, and they're going to end up with 4 of these, and then a Pathfinder squad as well, which is the which we're not sort of really sort of seeing. So the rifle squad, standard infantry squad, armed with advanced assault rifles, and they're strong against other infantry. So not going to be all that great against us. Only they're very, very weak in terms of their actual health and also their firepower, but they're cheap and nasty. So they're building up a group of 4 of those and 1 Pathfinder, so 1 scout unit for the actual group itself. So our forces in here, we don't actually have anything that's strong against infantry. So maybe we need to look at that and actually build up an infantry, put an infantry model into our mix. If we just go back in, I can always just add to the group. So if we go back to recruit, so the Archer unit was sort of like just medium range fire support. The Brute is just frontline. The Apollo is strong against aircraft. The Hermes is the radar unit, which again, it wouldn't be bad to put that one in. And then we've got the Artemis back into here. This is strong against infantry. So this one here, this is a long range artillery unit. Yeah, let's go and throw one of those in as well. So if I click on that, that should have. Oh, sorry, I've got it paused. I'm just going to go and right click there. Just get down to one of those and just confirm. So if I right click on the actual list, I can then sort of reduce the replacement for the group. Now this group, we haven't sort of really found anything else down this way just yet. Let's just go back and build our Gerantium mine.
Tech upgrades available.
And we need a Gerantium mine back over here as well. Yeah, that's one of their skirmishers that just come out to attack those.
How may I serve? Initializing movement.
Need to take this. The fact that they're moving forward is interesting. Let's just see what else we can see.
Constructs are in transport.
And this group can now move out as well. So we'll just press E and do an attack move there.
Engaged.
And destroy the groups that we see, whatever's left. Now they've built a mine there.
Ready.
Another force. So this is more of the infantry, the rifle squads moving across.
Region captured.
Now we've captured this region, which is very hilly. One thing we can do here is just go and click up here and just see if there's a way forward.
Unable to.
No, can't do it. So basically this valley is going to be sort of like a bit of a cut-off point. You can see there the 4th is now taking damage. It's got red through there. And so we're just finishing off this particular stack. So let's go back in here now and go and build, first of all, the Gerantium mine. And we'll just now start to get protections in along this edge. So I've got the Carver turret. We can build it down this way. So we've still got infantry coming through. And we've now captured this one with the Ellerite again. So what we'll do is we'll just go back into the Ellerite mines, shift, click, then click, and we'll probably make this into an advance location. Again, we've got the turrets out across that side. We might as well put turrets through the middle here as well. So we'll just go back into the Carver turrets and through this other side, and we'll just create like a gap or a force in front here. And if there's going to be aircraft, we might now start to also then build up the constables as well. We'll just put one in there. Alright, so we're still doing fairly well with the Gerantium that we actually have. This group has now just got its last lot of, this is the Artemis units on its way across. We might as well just keep on pushing forward here, I guess. Again, I might just press E just in case there's other units back this way. So I'll bring the commander down just to help build all this stuff. They're sort of across the gap through here. What we might just do is place some more turrets back across this way as well. Now we're up to 20 of what we need with the with this as well. So I'm just going to go back across to Carver turrets. I'll just put, say,
Under attack.
just a few of them across the front there. As long as we're getting the attrition, we're not really, we don't really have a big problem here. Let's get the second. Start sort of scouting out a little bit further. So our forces are certainly stronger than these, these sort of low-level AIs. So we're clearing out the green player now. So that's this one here is like an area that's, we've got a choke point down through here, which is quite nice. So we've now got turrets there, across here and down into here. So that's all happened pretty well. Now we're seeing other forces back up the top here. I need to get my logistics under control. So while I capture that, we'll just go across, and I've still got a couple of buildings that I can build into here. So we've got the Sky Factory, which I would also like to keep further back, but I'll get that one later. Let's just go and get ourselves the subspace streamer. Let's position these at the back, just so we can sort of always make sure that we've got a bit more logistics. So this group is now ready to go. Oh, we've been killed off our scout unit. I can just keep on calling these in. Yep, so we've got a, this is a much bigger group. They've completely built out. Is that that may be the actual group. Sorry, this might be the actual, where they come from. In that case, let's just move up. We've got a smallish group in here. I might throw another Apollo unit, sorry, a Hermes unit into this one. We don't have any, so we're just going to go and confirm that one as well. Here we go. So we're now sort of seeing the the Pathfinder units. Now, if we start to take too much damage, you can see there that we're sort of building this. This is a total hit points. We may not be strong enough to do this. The Pathfinders are not tanks, so we're not. This is not a serious threat that we actually have. So the big missiles are now firing at different threats as they come through. And we are whittling this thing down. I'll just get them to focus on this. The Pathfinders aren't going to do a hell of a lot of damage. 9.5. So we are sort of now, this one's down to half health. Archer unit is being built back up again. The others are all sort of there. So we did lose an archer unit. And we've got two more of this. The game will pause when I do this. Let's go and get the hit points there for the brute. So we'll purchase that, and we'll grab the Zeus unit. Although, what is this one? It's gives us orbital deep strike squad and overcharge refinery. So commanders inspire maximum efficiency and resource operations later call in overcharge refineries. Okay. So I can actually then get more resources. We're actually doing fairly well with our resources, which means I can keep on building more groups. This one does give me the acolytes. This one here gives me the Maverick drop, and then the giant commander. And this one down here, which we've already started, gives me the Hyperion, which I think I might aim for that one. So let's just keep on going down this list here. So I'll go and purchase the Zeus units. This thing's almost gone. Now, if we can we have to fight this one. So the 4th is diminishing. We are losing units. I don't think we're going to have enough. Not going to quite do it. Here comes the next group. Alright, let's just stay back in this case. I'll just grab more Ellerite. So we lost that one out. So the 4th, we did tell the 4th that they're to auto-replenish. So they're actually now just going to be building up the different groups. So they're now marching out from the front line. This one here, we've still got a few extra little things. Let's go and build another factory in here, just so we can sort of get things into the front line faster. And we'll also then go and build a the armory gives me the Apollo, Zeus, and Acolytes. The Forge gives me the Artemis and the Nemesis, which is sort of more what I need. In fact, I could sort of just I could get all of those if I needed to. We're up to now 60 logistics. One thing I can also then go and do is, how are we going back here? That's not quite completely filled. If we go back to the quantum relay, let's just go and throw another one of those in, just so we can get more research done faster. So once this all comes back up, that'll be good. So the commander is here helping these get built up nice and fast, and then what these will then do is they'll kick in. We don't have to say build at this location to then go and replenish this. They will just automatically start as this one finishes. They'll start to build at these locations, but we're only really building one more at one of the forges, which will be way at the back here. They're building the Artemis at the back. What I might do in here, this is looking like it's going to be our most secure location. Let's go and build a sky factory. Back in here somewhere. And again, we're sort of now just going backwards a little bit with the income. And if we sort of zoom back out, we're sort of seeing now that green is controlling most of these areas.
Ready. Mobilizing constructs.
And they're still building the Artemis up. So we'll need to, so that you can see this one's just replenishing, so it sort of was pretty badly injured. This is still being constructed. Now that's actually a red player, but we don't actually have turrets to kill this thing. This is like a plane that it's just bringing back in. Well, actually, there it goes. We only had one anti-air turret, which is there. I may need more if that's the case. So we're probably going to need to start to now fix up things back at home. So let's just go back into the build queue. So if I just press B, we're going to, I'll just get a couple of turrets down this way as well. I'll just go shift and click. And then we'll also just go back into build again and just go and grab a constable, or maybe even a couple of constables, just in case they bring bombing runs in around the around our main area. This is like we were trying to destroy the equivalent back over here. Oh, here we go. Now they've brought in more of these sort of these Pathfinder units.
On the offensive.
So they're attacking again. So our 4th has now got everyone, but they're all streaming back from way over here somewhere. So they're on their way forward. There we go, smashing those. That's repairing, unfortunately. For the 4th again, what I might do is go and throw in another brute. Now the Zeus, strong against infantry. We haven't really been bothering with that. We don't have any Zeus in ours. Let's just go and throw one of those in. And an extra, we've got the Hermes, yes we do, the Apollo. We're now starting to see air units, so we should actually start to pick up one of those as well. And I'll get an extra brute. So we'll start to now sort of confirm building up this force even stronger. Here we go. This is now the tanks. So if we just pause this and have a bit of a look, these are the Leopard 4s, and they do a lot of damage. So this unit is this is total damage per second for the whole of the group. If I can't sort of see the individual tanks. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so these actually have got like 650 health and 14.5 damage. So they're not dramatically powerful, but these are the main battle tanks, and these are good against vehicles, which is what we have. So if the United Earth brings tanks, we're gonna struggle a little bit, as long as we can sort of just keep our firepower up. So let's just keep on diminishing what's coming in. What I might do is actually, because this is actually where that we do actually have a few, I might just get some turrets into here as well. It's going to be mainly the Carver turrets. Be what we want. So there's some of these have come back through into here as well. And they've got this is still firing from the top. Let's move them back out of the way. More infantry on the way as well. We've got more forces now moving out from these new locations. And we can see that we're still building things up down this way. Now, if the 4th is struggling, then I'm guessing that, yeah, these guys here, we've actually got some aircraft that has now sort of come back through. These are Thunderbolts. So the Thunderbolt is strong against aircraft. So they're not really going to be doing bombing runs just yet, but they're going to be on their way. Now, one thing we didn't build in here was anti-air. So we'll just go back and get a couple of constable turrets. If I just unpause. So I'll just go, I'll throw in a couple here because red is now starting to encroach into our zone. And I'll also then just build this one up as well. So we just go back into recruitment. We'll get the Apollo, one of those, get a Hermes, get a Zeus, get an Artemis, and we've already got the Nemesis. And we'll just go and grab another brute there as well. So we'll just get them to the same size as the others. We'll just confirm that. And what we might need to do is build an anti-air, like an air force as well. So all of the forces are here now because we're not seeing yellow there anymore, but they're on their way. Like we'll see the groups are sort of now moving forward. These are the Zeus units, which we can still sort of do without. Like we can actually, what's that there? They're Apollo units, which are also just come. That's the anti-air, which we don't need to do this next attack. All right, we have a lot more forces here now, so let's now just go and do an actual attack again. Now, I want to go into about this location. Let's do an attack move. Sorry, that's
On the offensive.
yeah, it needs an actual unit to do this one. So we're doing an attack move through here. These will then sort of, as they see things, they'll then try to take them out. So let's destroy what we can. More long range down this way as well. That's a Trident, which is an anti-aircraft. More tanks on the way as well. Rebuilding the Hermes back up. We get awards as we start to level up through here. Distinguished Combat. So we do plus 3% damage. So that reminds me, I can bring supporting fire in. So they can just help out. So we can sort of start to bring this thing down. It's a smoking wreck down the bottom there. Okay, we're blowing up all of their buildings now. And so these archer units are doing a good job in through here. I've got another one of these. Let's just go back in. We've got the orbital laser. Got the Ares protocol, so we do extra damage for Brute Zeus. Yeah, that's a good one. And this one unlocks the bomber unit. Let's just go and grab that one. We are mainly using ground forces at this stage. Here's the Zeus units, which are strong against infantry. Another tank group just formed out of there, I think. We're down to seven units there now with that one. These have been left alone to a large degree.
Under attack.
Alright, we're sort of at the maximum Durantium, I think. Doing okay just plugging the gap there. We don't have to worry about that front. I would like to try to bring this thing down if I can. Yeah, building more nemesises there. That's the tanks. Again, we're sort of bringing this thing down a little bit. One thing I could do is just get a couple of turrets. While we're fighting, I might as well get the support. So I don't really want it moving in just yet. But they are building more and more forces here to stop us. Now we've gone over. Actually, no, we're not over. Why is that flashing? It's not as if we've lost anything.
Durantium surplus detected.
Just get more, just in case. I'm not sure why that was flashing. Yep, so these cannons are firing away. That's a Carver turret. to attack the Carver turrets now from the back here. Yeah, it's not really a click fest at all. Like I'm just, you know, I'm playing on slow mode, but it's comfortable. Like it's a comfortable game to play. There we go. We're going to get this thing down pretty quickly. Get this thing destroyed now. Wow, brought heaps more in now. Is that the different player? No, it's still the same player. They haven't actually brought their ally in at all. Now, when this gets destroyed, it just stops them from being able to build, but they can still keep everything they've got. They're bringing groups in. They're actually doing that using their drops. So they're bringing them in from orbit. We have to kill this thing off. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Player defeated.
There we go. We got it. Kaboom! Alright, so that's now been done. They're defeated, but their forces still stay operational, so they still stay where they are. But that's now essentially destroyed what they've got. So we might as well now just finish off the force that they've got, so they're no longer in the fight. This is much, oh, not much. It's a bit more difficult than yesterday. I did play against the regular. Like it goes from like trainee, which is, I didn't see the difficulty yesterday. So we're only playing against trainee, which is very, very simple. But in this, actually I'll just, so the fourth, what I think I might do is actually move back in behind here. Just get our forces sort of cleaned up again. Just so we can sort of secure a little bit there. And I'll grab another force. We've got the third, so let's go and build another group. Actually, one thing I do want to build is aircraft. So actually, let's just go back up to here. So we've got the Hades. So let's go and purchase that unit, and we'll build ourselves an actual little air force up. So go back to build another stack. So we've got the Fury, which is anti-aircraft. So let's go and build, say, 2 of those. Then we've got, this is, the Hades is a bomber. So let's go and grab a couple of those. And then we've got the Talos is also a bomber. So we'll just go and get like a six groups. It's going to take a fair bit of the Ellerite, but we've got a lot of it. So let's just go and assemble this army. And so this is now going to be group number 2. So they're going to be built from that location. We can sort of see that they're going to be starting to build from the Sky Factory. There's a few things being built there.
Ready. Updating position.
Durantium surplus detected.
This will be pretty one-sided now. And what I might do is I'd build another group in through here as well. So if I just go back and build another army. 1, 2, 3. One each of all of those, I think, works fairly well. Assemble the army, that'll be the 5th army. So they'll build there.
Ellerite surplus detected.
Ready.
Now I think if I leave green, like a layer of green stuff this side, although I definitely want to take some of these just to get the extra materials. I don't need it though, like you can see there we're sort of doing okay at the moment. The logistics is looking good.
Captured.
So we've got more in through here as well. Let's just go and get a bit more logistics. There we go, we're starting to now pick up the airfields. Might grab a second airfield here. just so we can pump them out.
Duranium surplus detected.
Ready. On it.
Get that Duranium mine. I'm keeping the commander sort of back, sort of towards the main base.
Region under attack.
Yeah, so we're being attacked down in here. Alright, so this is actually a, these are post-human coalition forces as well. These are purple. I'm going to switch now down to attacking those.
Constructs ready.
So I'll bring the 5th across the across here.
Updating position.
The 4th should be okay now to defend this line. We've sort of we've taken this one out, so we'll just keep on getting rid of more of Green's areas. It's capturing, and we've been able to wipe out them. Now we know that the player in the bottom corner is also very strong, so they're stronger in terms of the AI than what the others are. But the others are in teams, but it hasn't really sort of done much for them just yet.
Ready.
Region captured.
Orders received.
And we're just going to build another Duranium mine there. So they're still coming through, but we have all these turrets in front. And so our guys, the 3rd group in through here is really just stopping any incursions that the purple player wants to bring through. So at this stage our defensive line is holding this valley. These haven't had to get involved.
Constructs are ready for
Bring the 5th all the way around. 2nd is still building up.
ready.
Let's go back to the 2nd and tell them to auto-replenish, and the 5th as well.
Ready.
Just when we lose units, they'll then sort of just go and bring back the same numbers, just so we can then rely on the planning a little bit. So we've taken all of this stuff. We'll just go and we'll take this one from them. Yeah, they've just got mines down through there as well. So they've still got some units that were here from before.
Under attack. Constructs are ready for command.
So even though Green is out of the picture, it's they've still got old forces. But again, it's handy being able to just sort of see straight down into here and what's going on. There's another location down there which would be nice to get ultimately.
Ellerite surplus detected.
Let's have a look and see what we can spot.
Ready.
So this is still that's still independent.
Constructs ready.
Oops, we nearly smashed before we even get started there. Yep, so they're gone.
Constructs are in transport.
At least we know that that's not an enemy location. So we're now clearing it from these, in between these cliffs, and we're now capturing this location here. This will give me a big boost to the Duranium.
Duranium surplus detected.
We can sort of take out the different turrets if we wanted to ditch them. That one across. Just read a few of the comments there. I'll just pause again and just have a bit of a read. Hi Para, how you going? Saying you should do the refinery as your first tech because you can jump start the echo at the start of the match. Oh, okay. So the refinery, that's, is it there? Which one's the refinery? Not sure. Not sure. Yes, and Perez also then so saying, great to see you joining the fight. So, Perifilosov is also a one of the streamers who got to play the game back in at the sort of late last year. So, good to see you. And Sky Nikita is in saying, what's the standard game speed for multiplayer? I hope fast. Yeah, I'm playing on slow just because my reflexes are terrible, and I know that there's a lot of players who won't play these games because of the speed. But I can ramp things up from here. In fact, I think if I save the game, I can sort of show you the various speeds. So I'll just do a new save in here. I'll just call this DAS01. So I'll show you the differences. So I'll just go back. So return to the game. So if I just go and unpause again, and I'll just reload this one back up. So P is pause. This is normal speed. So if I have units moving around, so this will be the speed of multiplayer, which is not that much faster than what we were playing, but I just find the slow speed works well, and you've got fast speed as well, so you can sort of then start to move things fairly quickly. Again, some of you will prefer to play that way. You've then got faster again. You can smash your way through. I mean, you'll probably be able to play a game in just a few minutes if you can play this at this blistering speed. Yeah, so for me, this is way, way, way too fast. And then you've got fastest, which is even faster again. So you can zip around all over the place. So that's the actual speeds that they end up having. So you can play that way, and again, you can just play from the top mode through here. Wow, green got all the way down to there. That's interesting. If we go and play the opposite way, so for me, I like to play on slow, just because for me it feels much more immersive. I just like it, so we can sort of then do just different things that way. But if it's like it becomes more of a click fest for me the faster it goes, but I also then have a very slow, which slows things right down. You can see it there with the aircraft, and also paused is the it's the slowest of the settings. So you've sort of got them, but I tend to just play it on slow. Look, I'll just go and load the game back in again. So yeah, I'll just do the load. There we are. And then I'll pause. All right, so we'll just read a few more of the comments there. So now, what do we get up to? Just looking on Twitch now to see where I got up to there. Yeah, so Biswatch was saying, yeah, with the formations, sort of like Total War as well, there's a better, more known example, even if it's less flexible than the Beyond All Reason. I've got to look at Beyond All Reason. I haven't actually played that one. So get some refineries in your region that have mines, if you haven't perhaps. Oh, the refineries are building. They're building. And so if you're ever looking through here, what do we need there? Core tap. Boost uranium and ellerite mine resource. Yeah, okay, that is a good one. So we need core tap for that. It's got to be in here, doesn't it? There it is. Yeah, it builds a refinery. Yeah, sort of. I haven't ever bothered with that. Like it's sort of. Again, there's so many different ways of playing the game. Hi Stormworm, how you going? So a new game for me to buy. We don't even need to. It's Abyss Watcher saying a free demo currently. So you can try it out. I'm not sure when the demo will expire, but it's only just come out yesterday. So so if you want to have a bit of a play with it, it's completely free. I'm only playing the demo at this stage, but so you will have access. I'm not sure if it expires, but it's certainly, there's a lot of content in here. Actually, sorry, I'm just going to pause that one. Whenever you sort of stop anything, it does. It starts up its own little. It starts to play again, which is a bit annoying actually. I wish it would remember if you were paused, it would stay on paused. But yeah, so a free demo currently available. It's first tech in the exploitation tree is what he meant, the command supervision, right, okay. Funny that the fastest speed is what's most similar to more mainstream RTS games. I'm glad that the normal speed seems quite manageable. It is actually, like, it was when we were playing at the DasTactic sort of headquarters, the multiplayer games, it wasn't overwhelming. It got overwhelming in the sense that I got smashed. And what happened there was what really struck me was that I went for a strategy of armor, because I just thought I'd pump out, and we were only playing with the United Earth forces, so I just went with a few infantry to sort of try to hold the hills along, but with armor being the main thing that I used. And so I forget who I was playing against, but anyway, what he did was, when he saw that I had such strong armor forces, he literally just built the unit that was anti-armor, and from that he was able to then stop my attacks and then sort of counter-attack with better combined arms than what I had. So I had no counter. After he'd destroyed my forces, I had no counter to what he then threw up against me. So it was really, really cool. And again, the games are fairly fast. I mean, not when you're playing on slow, I guess, and pausing all the time, but they are typically really quite fast to play. So I will just unpause yet again, and we'll just keep on going. So this one in through here, we'll just keep on grabbing more of the Gerantium mines. And I don't think I'll bother defending these, even though there's a few of them. With this group through here, I'm just going to go and position them. Yeah, so you can't really position them in like across a line, which would be good. You can get individual items to do it. Like, you can sort of go and if I decide, look, for these different groups, I'm going to go and pick the Zeus units and move them down there. I can actually just do it with specific groups to form a line if I wanted to. So I can micromanage.
Updating position. On the move. Constructs are ready for command. Pivoting. Ready.
Uranium surplus detected.
There we are. Just leave that one where that is. Okay, so now the forces we have, the aircraft are now sort of doing what they're doing. We'll get them across to help out. Actually, I'll just leave them back there for now, because we'll come back down and take these locations. They're building something else down this way. I'll use the 5th now to start to push forward. The 2nd, they're also an auto, that's fine. So these guys, we can position these anywhere we like, but I'll just keep them as a front line up that way, and we'll start to now extend to the south. So as I sort of zoom back out, this hill here is not, we can't capture that one. And I'll just go back into combat mode in here. They're trying to move their way through the other forces. And what I'll do is I'll just bounce off the 3rd and the 5th. So we are clearing this out. Go all out now. And probably really want to get another factory, an armory back down this way, just to replenish the forces.
Tech upgrades available.
Now that is independent.
Ready. Constructs ready.
Now this terrain looks interesting. It looks like there's a big ridge line that goes all the way out into the middle of the map. Sorry, so that's, yeah, this one looks like it's not actually... Can we get onto the ridge line? We can actually, that's interesting.
Mobilizing constructs. Constructs are in transit.
Let's just get up there and have a look and see what we can see from the other side. I do have this though.
Ready.
Okay, there's another area at the top there.
Updating position.
Let's just move this one in a bit deeper.
Constructs are ready.
Shall move that one back down into the valley.
Ready. Orders received.
Yeah, so the only way up into here is now along that road.
Duranium surplus detected. Tech upgrades available.
Throw that one into there. We didn't take this.
Constructs ready. Mobilizing
We should go and take that one. We've got that sort of blocked off. There may be a, looks like there's a gap through there as well. With what we have, I think I might go and build another army.
constructs ready. Constructs are ready for command. On the move.
Send this one south, so we can sort of expose the terrain a little bit.
Enemy has arrived in time for tea.
So moving across.
Updating position.
Take that.
Constructs ready. Constructs are in transport. Constructs responding.
So they're being attacked over here by who? Because they should actually have an ally. This may be the other force. Yep, that's yellow. That's in the corner, I think.
Upgrades available. Duranium surplus detected.
So they're attacking all the way over here.
Under attack.
And yellow's attacking this way now as well. This is the high level guy, or higher level guy, who is fighting on their own. What I might do is I might start to build some turrets in here as well.
Ellerite surplus detected.
And we'll go and grab some constable turrets. That's good. So that was just like a bit of a scouting force. I might get another force. Now the 6th is still actually active down this way.
Mobilizing constructs. Orders received. Pivoting.
Let's get to the bottom of the map and just sort of see what else we can spot. I've got a couple more Duranium. Again, I can sort of go on either side here.
Upgrades available.
Got Ellerite there.
Duranium surplus detected.
Let's go and it's a bit late now, but let's go and go this way. Although I do really want to get this. Let's just go and purchase that one anyway.
Ready.
5th,
Mobilizing constructs. On the move.
move that one down. 4th,
For command.
just let them sort of sit back and protect what's going on over this side. Again, that's still green, so that was just a scouting force.
Constructs ready.
That's green as well, just leftovers.
On the move.
I'm sort of looking for the middle player to see if they're around,
Responding.
the group that was over here. I think that they have different colours, I would assume. I mean, we haven't seen the other player from up here either.
Under attack.
Enemy has arrived in time for tea.
Again, we're only seeing yellow arrive with more tanks.
Duranium surplus detected.
So these are being built.
Constructs ready. Under attack.
Just create a front line here.
surplus detected.
So we're clearing that one out.
Ready. Ready.
Where's the build there? That's not ours. I thought there was something on the top there that was one of ours. We do have Ellerite somewhere. Where are you? Not sure. Still capturing that one with this one here.
Durantium surplus detected.
Mobilizing
We'll go down this road with the third force. And we'll start to sort of take that one out as well. Yeah, so they're keeping on bringing different forces across, but we're now in a fairly strong defensive position along here. I don't think they'll be able to break through there. I wouldn't mind another group in here actually. So the 6 has been destroyed, and we did actually see a different colour there, orange. So orange is a different colour, and yellow has already got to there. So yellow is more advanced AI. And we are clearing this one out, which is good.
Detected.
constructs are ready for command. Orders received. Ready. Pivoting.
Just come back down this way. And we will actually build another force in here.
Constructs are under attack.
So we'll assemble that army there.
Durantium surplus detected.
There's a group that looks like they're trying to sneak past.
Constructs ready. Orders received. Constructs are ready for command.
Still clearing. Again, we've got these turrets now just helping with the 4th. So the 4th is doing well. The 1st is still back in here, just sort of helping with the build, which I'm happy with.
Ellerite surplus detected.
We don't control that.
Region captured.
Just get those two. Oh, I've got another one at the top there as well. What I might do is, I don't think they're going to be back here, so I'm just going to go and build some extra. We've got quantum relays again. I'll just go and throw one of those up in here somewhere.
Durantium surplus detected.
Where can I build that? There was one there. And we'll also then just get the logistics as well.
Tech upgrades available.
All right.
Ready.
Get the 3rd down.
Pivoting. Ready. Orders received.
Bring that one across. 6th is building up. So we'll take that down through this valley. Yellow's already into here. Now red. Where's red? Red was up here.
Surplus detected.
They're all over the place. It's very important to keep the lines cohesive. If you break the lines, you then sort of end up losing a little bit of extra, like you lose cohesion essentially from anything that's blocked off, which is also another big aspect of the game, is doing that. It's sort of not as it's not as easy to cut things off as you'd assume. So I hope that they find other ways to try to implement that. We are capturing this one, clearing this one out.
Constructs are ready for command.
Uranium surplus detected. Tech upgrades available. Region captured.
Let's go this way.
Updating position. Orders received.
That ridge line is interesting. We shall go this way. Looks like yellow's in the process of getting that one there. This one's got a fair bit of duranium in through this other side as well. And
Region captured.
might just get another subspace streamer in here as well.
Ellerite surplus detected.
Let's get that so we can start getting refineries. So with the refineries, it would have been nice to have had something at the back there, but I'll leave that where that is. This one here. We do have some refineries in here which are going to be fairly good, or certainly some good candidates for it.
Duranium surplus detected.
Under attack. Constructs ready. On the move. On the move.
There's another one that would be good.
Constructs ready.
So just coming in piecemeal. I think that these going into like the private level is not really as strong as I thought it was going to be.
So ready for command.
So I think I'm going to have to sort of go up to sergeant level for even the teams. And but I did find
Ellerite surplus.
I was playing against a whole lot of regulars, and I did find that one was probably about my level, I think. Just the regulars. God, do we want to keep on pushing here?
Constructs ready. Pivoting.
Bring these out. Just keep on taking more of green. Here's the
Ready. On the move.
here's yellow.
Uranium surplus detected.
Here we are clearing this one. That's good. Good. A lot of Allarite there as well. So we do have a refinery in there.
Ready.
Yeah, the combined arms group that we have is fairly nice.
In transport.
Region captured.
Get another quantum relay.
Ready.
Region captured.
Constructs are in transport. Orders received.
Ellerite surplus detected.
Okay, so all of these are now on the march.
Invalid command. Constructs ready. Updating position.
Now again, I could just cut that off, but I think I'll just keep on gobbling things up while we're on the roll here.
Orders received.
Is it a turret? Is it? No, that's a mine.
Constructs ready.
It's still green.
Surplus detected.
Pivoting. Constructs are ready for command. Orders received. On the move.
Get those up that way. So it's been cleared out.
Constructs ready. Orders received.
Now I'm going to need a forward base to start the assault on the south, and so we probably want to go a bit deeper than where we are before we start to sort of really build things up. Like, my rates are fine here, so I can keep on just building more and more forces.
Region under attack.
If I can throw that down there. No, I can't. I've got to be where I can see it.
Constructs are ready for command. Mobilizing constructs. Constructs responding.
Yeah, we can overcharge refineries, which again I just don't need. I actually don't need them anymore.
Region captured.
What I might do is start to build up even more of the forces that we have. Actually, I need to get more research.
Durantium surplus detected. Region captured. Region captured.
Smarty system. Yeah, this is strong against infantry. I don't need these so much just yet. The Omega Arsenal would be great just to get the Hyperion units.
Constructs are ready for command. On it. Ready.
Bring those across. We're losing this one now.
Constructs are ready for command. Constructs responding. Ready. On it. Pivoting.
It's getting close now to their main base. I think if we take this, it's going to be fairly defensive. Not defensive as such, but it's in one of these regions we do want to start to build up.
Under attack. Ready. On the offensive.
Let's get rid of these guys.
Enemy engaged.
Durantium surplus detected.
Now we've got the air coming in. This is sort of middle of the map areas.
Pivoting. Under attack.
So yellow is the higher level player.
Region captured.
Ready. Updating position. On it. Ready. Pivoting. On it.
Now this region in here, yeah, we've sort of got a bit of damage that's been done. I think I'll just leave that one where that is.
Upgrades available.
We'll get into the big plain in the bottom, and then we'll start to build up. I am going to go back. Now this one here we can get the acolytes. Acolyte commanders, versatile secondary leaders for expanded operations. That's Maverick, is it? That's different again. Maverick drop is over here.
Surplus detected.
Let's go and get this one here. We're still a couple away from getting the big Hyperion ships.
Constructs are ready for command. Orders received.
Durantium surplus detected.
So the acolytes, I'm going to throw one of those into each group.
Captured.
Constructs are under attack. Your orders? Ready.
The third is being attacked. So I'll just pause in just a minute, guys, and then sort of read.
Region lost.
Recruit, or just get one acolyte into each of these actual forces.
Constructs are ready.
The sixth is still just really plodding around. Where's the sixth?
Ready.
Oh, that's the different group there. That also needs an acolyte.
Captured.
Constructs are ready for command.
All right, so they will then come back through. Actually, that one's
Ready. Ready.
Region
group back there. So I'll just pause again and read a bit more. High Heart of Mithril. And so Fitgal is saying, by the way, which game is your tactical favourite of all time? For tactical battles, Age of Wonders. just because it's so pure, the actual combat in Age of Wonders. I love it. But I know that it's because each battle can take a fair bit of time. So you can play up, like with big battles, it can take an hour to play a tactical battle, which is which I know a lot of people actually get disappointed, I guess, with the amount of time it takes to play out some of those battles. I love it, but I know that a lot of players don't. So so for me, the actual tactical battles in Age of Wonders is just unsurpassable. I'm trying to think if there's others. I mean, you've got pure tactical games. The thing I like about Age of Wonders is you're playing a strategic game for most of it, but then the tactical battles themselves are very, very pure. I guess there's yeah, I don't know. It's a hard one to really nail, but that then always springs to mind. Just the actual, just if you move into one wrong hex, you can then lose the game. And so, like ever since Age of Wonders 3, they've sort of encouraged people to save scum their way through the combat, just because it is so unforgiving. But again, it's not for everyone. So someone was saying, you're going to try out Sudden Strike 5. They have a demo out also. I don't know that one actually. I'm not sure. I haven't heard about it. There was one that was mentioned yesterday as well, and I didn't write it down, and I wish I had. Twilight Imperium, was it? Was that the one? I might start jotting these down, because I do want to. I think it was Twilight Imperium. Yeah, I'll jot that one down as well. Sudden Strike. See, when I see a game's a real-time strategy game, I actually pass on it. I don't get it. They don't usually interest me, but I do like this one. And again, Distant Worlds I like as well. Like, I just enjoy. As a real-time game, it doesn't feel like a real-time game. This one does feel like a real-time game, but it's not dramatically difficult, if that makes sense. Now, that one's still actually active up there, with no one actually having claimed that, which is interesting. We're getting down now in towards the home base area of this player. So I think what we'll do is we will actually combine the 3rd and the 5th to take them out, and we'll make sure that we end up coming. Now that's been damaged. That's okay. I'll just leave them where they are. Let's just come back and claim this zone in here. Sorry, just unpause. And it will start to now just build some turrets in along different locations here along this little ridge line. And we'll get the Allarite mines there. This one's a bit unusual in the fact that it's got like a combined Durantium mine there as well. So I want to protect this zone. We're going to be building up here.
Surplus detected. Ready. Enemy engaged. Enemy engaged.
Oh, they've actually retaken it. That's what it was.
Constructs ready. Updating position.
If we're getting behind, I should be okay.
Constructs ready. Region lost. Engaged.
We have to kill these Zeus units off. Zeus chasing Zeuses. Not sure where they're off to.
Region captured.
Ready. On it.
So what I'll do is I'll put some turrets in along these ridge lines here as well. Oh, we're now losing this one.
Updating position.
Back you come, back you come. We're too stretched in here.
Constructs ready. Pivoting.
My factory complex is there. So I need a factory complex in here.
Ready.
Durantium
Updating
surplus
position.
detected.
Mobilizing constructs.
Ellerite surplus detected. Region lost.
Ready.
Yeah, I'm too stretched in here. Let's go and throw in the fighter craft.
Ready.
Just bring them in to patrol this.
Pivoting.
they can't capture. Only ground forces can capture. Yep, so there's units there, which what we'll do is we'll just go and build in a couple of constable turrets as well, just to protect against the aircraft. It's red. The red player is coming in.
Region captured. Region.
I need another force, I think. The 6th back in here.
Region lost.
Constructs are ready for command. On it. Orders received.
The Alright mines there. Ah, wow, they've got him behind us in here.
Mobilizing constructs. Constructs are under attack.
Yeah, I need more forces. So I'm going to build some smallish forces just to keep on protecting. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this.
Allied surplus detected.
On it.
Here they come again. And we will go and get more Carver turrets along this way.
Under attack. Enemy has arrived in time for tea. Constructs ready. Mobilizing constructs.
Alright, we're losing too many. Oh, look at this. They're everywhere. Okay, let's go and build up another quick little group in here. So let's get 2 brutes, an Apollo, a Nemesis, and that'll do me. Assemble the army. So that's going to be the Army Group 7.
Constructs responding. Under attack.
Region under attack.
Ready.
Region lost.
They're really smashing us here. They're just going across from item to item. So that's the sergeant level that we're fighting up against in through here. So they're sort of all over the place, which is interesting.
Under attack.
Ready.
7th is now coming. I can just use these to sort of plug the gap a little bit.
Constructs ready. On the move.
Just keep them protecting this one, just while we end up with the 7th coming back this way. The 6th,
Constructs are ready for command. On it.
we'll just come back down this way again. Now we've got the 5th has now taken this location, which is what we want.
Constructs
3rd, I want to go back over this way.
position. Ready. Orders received.
Now we've got gaps in here, so this one here I'm going to start to build up just more Carver turrets.
Constructs are under attack.
Let's get 4 there. And
Region captured.
factory.
Durantium surplus detected.
Armory.
Allied surplus
And
detected.
forge. That way we can just keep on replenishing the troops as we start to then do this final attack.
Tech upgrades available.
Ready. Constructs respond. Constructs are ready for command. Under attack. Move. Pivoting.
Region captured.
Okay, the 7th has now captured that one.
Constructs ready. On the move.
Player defeated.
Oh, so someone's been defeated. That must be red. Must be red. So yellow is going to be coming for us now.
Constructs ready. Ready.
Let's just let's just patrol this zone with the air units. I'm guessing red's the one that's gone. So we just capture this unit and then we'll come across the top.
Region under attack. Duranium surplus detected.
Oh my god, we're losing all these different areas. We're losing that one, but we're also losing way up in here.
Constructs ready.
Surplus detected.
And actually, they're coming back through.
Upgrades available.
I think I'm going to have to pick another group again. So just another little plug group. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'll get a Hermes for these as well. An Archer unit, why not? And that'll do us. Assemble the army. So I'll just pop them in there.
Region lost.
Ready. On the move.
We're certainly plugging gaps here.
Region captured.
On the move. Under attack.
Let's get more turrets there.
Ready. Armies under attack. Constructs are ready for command. On the offensive. Mobilizing constructs.
Duranium surplus detected. Region
Constructs are
captured.
ready for command.
They're coming across this ridge.
Constructs ready. On the move.
Tech upgrades available. Ellerite surplus detected.
Alright, what do we got there? Quantum Transcendence, so Ultimate Economic Mastery. I won't worry about that one so much. Let's just go back down and grab this Hyperion.
Constructs ready. Pivoting.
Region lost.
Enemy engaged. Ready. On it.
Bring these down now just to keep everything out. These are now isolated because we're sort of now capturing these.
Region captured.
Ready.
They're doing okay. Green is still active, which is surprising.
Ready. Updating position. Under attack. Mobilizing constructs.
So 5 is under attack, 6 is under attack, 8 is under attack.
Constructs are ready for command.
Duranium surplus detected.
Ready. Enemy engaged.
Region under attack.
Ready. Pivoting.
What I'll do here is just get more Carver turrets,
Ellerite surplus detected.
and we'll just get some constables. If we can plug the gap here, this I think is this their capital? No, that's their capital there, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it's in here.
Constructs are ready for command.
But we do actually have, we're building up the forces in here to be able to then replenish all the troops.
Ready. Ready.
Region captured.
Got our turrets that are built up there. Let's go this way.
Constructs responding. Ready.
We've lost a unit there. It's one of the scout units.
Duranium surplus detected.
The arch unit as well.
Region captured.
So at least we can replenish the units in here.
Constructs ready.
If we start taking too much damage, we'll need to come back.
Ready.
Region lost.
Ready.
My God, who's that? That's Red. Red is actually doing very, very well here.
Enemy engaged.
That's a big group.
Updating position. Updating position. On it. Ready.
Bring 7th down as well. And we might recruit a few more units in there. Some Nemesis units. And an Acolyte. Grab a Hermes as well.
Armies under attack. Constructs ready.
Durantium surplus detected.
Under attack.
Wow. Could it be yellow that got taken out? Could be. Could be that red's the one in the corner. And that yellow was just moving around a little bit. I'm not sure.
Constructs are ready for command.
Taking a bit of damage in through here.
Constructs are ready for command.
Ellerite surplus detected.
It's now finally clearing again. But we are building up in here again.
Ready.
Let's get some more turrets there. Whoa, we've been wiped out here. 6th is all but done.
Region under attack.
Didn't have them set to auto.
Ready.
Just make sure that all of these are set to auto replenish.
Ready.
6 is being built again somewhere else.
Ready for command.
Region under attack.
Constructs are ready.
Wow, these are. This is a big force coming in.
Ready. Constructs are
Need to come back.
ready. Constructs responding.
Gee, Red's really just coming out with a massive sledgehammer blow.
Region lost.
That is monstrous. They're just everywhere. Here comes the 6th again. You stay back there. We've got the turrets there. Just stay back with the turrets. We're going to have to defend from here, I think.
Ready. Orders received. Constructs ready.
And the 4th's going to have to come back and defend as well. They're taking this as well.
Surplus detected.
Ready. Updating position. Ready. On the move.
Region captured.
Mobilizing constructs.
Okay, I've got that one.
Region lost.
Constructs are under attack.
We're losing units. We're losing areas back in here.
Constructs are ready for command. On the move.
Playing whack-a-mole at the moment.
Ellerite surplus detected. Region lost.
Mobilizing constructs.
Tech upgrades available.
Need the constable turrets to protect these. So I'll grab a couple. Gee, red is really, really powering along now.
Constructs are ready for command.
See how we've been sort of, they're targeting exactly what they need to do with their forces. Like their forces are built to attack us. It's really, really cool. It's really good.
Constructs are ready for command. Constructs
Region under attack.
mobilizing constructs.
Comes the fourth. They've been wiped out as well. So they've wiped out 3 armies. Just that one big force that they ended up having.
Ready.
Very, very cool seeing that.
Tech upgrades available.
Constructs are ready for command. On it. Ready. Armies under attack. On the move. Constructs are ready for command.
Forces coming through here. Let's just see if we can wipe this one out. I've got to get going fairly soon. So
Constructs respond.
just see how we go.
Mobilizing constructs.
5th is still doing very, very well.
Region lost.
We're not doing very well up here though. Oh, they're smashing us up here. Very, very cool. I'm going to, because I'm not going to be able to get it finished, we can still retire and just see what actually happened. See how we sort of fared, I guess. Let's just see if we can somehow, oh, there it is, there it is. That's the final step there.
Constructs are ready for command. On the offensive.
Tech upgrades available.
Let's just go for it.
Ellerite surplus detected.
Orbital laser. Actually, won't do that one.
Mobilizing constructs. Enemy engaged. Constructs ready. Mobilizing constructs.
Region
Get out of the way, it's friendly fire. So we just came with a big orbital. Did a bit of damage to it. Supporting fire, let's throw one of them up there.
region
Just to help us with this.
Duranium surplus detected. Region lost.
So if we're losing these back through here, we'll just keep on watching down this one. And then we'll sort of do a, we'll just see if we can take this thing out and then we'll call it quits. 3rd is struggling now. 5th, come on. Oh, we've nearly got it, we've nearly got it. Boom, there we are. Now we can also then just grab the Hyperion, but that is essentially the that player down. Just capture that one. So red is now really rocketing ahead here.
Surplus detected.
Let's I do have to get going, so I'm just going to have to I'll call it to a close now. Let's just press escape and do retire.
Post-human defeated.
So you can see down through there, we came second actually. So red player was the leader, and you can see there by quite some way. So they were the ones that were playing, that was playing sergeant level, so not even that high. So that was pretty cool with what they then ended up doing. So yeah, they certainly, their score was much higher than ours. I'm actually pretty happy with the coming in second, but all of these were just on the layer above trainee. I think it's private, so these were just the private settings. Even this one here, like yellow, almost got to where we were. We took out green early. Looks like orange got taken out pretty early as well. I think they were the two up in the... No, it was yellow and green were the ones in the top corner. All right, and then purple and orange were the ones that were sort of down in the bottom left. So we killed 980. Don't know if I can click on other units to see. No, this is just us. So we actually killed 300 to basically to 200 lost. So we did a fairly good kill-death ratio. We did own 25 regions. We built 314 structures in there. Techs unlocked 11. 46 regions captured, but we only had 25 at the end there. If we just go to the graphs, we can then sort of see the what actually happened through here as well. So for us, we're blue. So this is us here, the army. So we're doing well there for a while, but then red just started to accelerate up. So they certainly did a good job there. The income, wow, they really started to get a lot more income. Not that really impacted us all that much. The amount of units, we were sort of about half what they had all the way through. Regions, we were up there, then we started to lose them to red. Would have been interesting to see how things actually went. We are sort of middle of the road when it came to actual techs. So some of the others were certainly more advanced in techs. This is Gerantium over time. So we were actually doing pretty well there. This is Ellerite. Again, we're doing very, very well, even without refineries and things. We sort of didn't really need that one so much. This is Quanta. They didn't focus on that as much as what the AI did. So the AI was more focused on research than what we were. And then logistics. We got up to a fairly high level. Red was up there as well. So we sort of were ahead of the curve in terms of logistics. But this is a really, really solid game. So if you do want it, guys, there is the link in the description. So if you want to grab the demo while it's next Fest week, then by all means go and do that. And keep an eye on this game. Like, it's a really, really cool game. Like, it's what do we get up to in the chat? So I'll just have a quick look and see. So Wolverine's saying, does he play against AI or other players or player? Anyone knows? I tend to only ever play single player, to be honest. It's too hard to organise. I do occasionally play with battle mode and lucid tactics and those guys just to for different things, but it always takes us weeks and weeks to actually organise anything, and then invariably someone will not be able to play it at that time. Everyone's busy, I guess. So there we go. So Wolverine's then sort of also saying you can play the game single player, but can't you also play multiplayer? Yes, it's designed around multiplayer. So this is really a multiplayer game. You can see there that I was playing on slow, but this was about an hour to get where we got to. The smaller maps you're going to be able to play much, much faster. Playing against only one other player is going to be much faster as well. So the games aren't long, and it definitely is geared around multiplayer. Alpha Chuck is then saying, play the demo a bit, but feel like I just don't get the game. It's one of these things, like you saw there, Red attacked us at the end there with overwhelming forces, and they were all vehicles. So he put all of his effort into vehicles. What I should have done at that point, which unit is it? We've got one of our units, we actually was an anti-vehicle unit, and what I should have done was made specialised squads of those, or supplemented my existing squads with even more of those anti-vehicles. So just to stop that from overwhelming us. But he actually smashed through 3 armies just with that big force that he had. So yes, it's one of those things where if we had like I really should have built to stop that attack, and I just didn't. So Orangutan seems a bit overwhelming. It did at the end there, so you could just head east and bloody the Reds. It's like the Red was certainly on the trajectory there for winning. Like he was sort of heading into a position where it's going to be very hard to stop him. But we could have actually sort of done some other things there, I guess. Hi Frostbite, and Lonnie Williams is saying, hi Daz, what's your thoughts on Door Kickers 2 and Intravenous 2? Both excellent games, like they're both incredibly good games. Love both of them, to be honest. yeah, they're just really, really good. There's nothing much else to say about those. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. So thanks for watching. And as I said, there's a link in the description if you do want to go and grab the game for yourself, and or grab the demo or wishlist the game. It's a again, it's a game that it doesn't feel overwhelming because you can pause at any time. I just wish that during pause you could actually then see, like you could actually then give orders and see what the orders were. The orders don't, and the build queues don't show up in pause mode. That's the only sort of thing that I'm thinking that I would like to see that unpolished. But yeah, it's a really, really cool game.